This is a Rambly Life WIP in chat. I'm super excited because I love doing these. This is where I just talk about life updates and things that just catch my interest at the time and how my week went, or, you know, however much time went between updates. Right now it's every week because I've been maintaining that, but once the kids are in school, I don't know what's gonna happen. We shall see. Is this too long? I think this is too long. It's only my first day using this 10 placer. Let me introduce myself. My name is Marissa. I make a variety of diamond painting content, as you can see. I do WIP in chats as well as WIP and opinions and WIP and story times. They are my favorite things to record and talk about because I like to talk. I am using Diamond Art Club's pens today, as they're the only ones I own now since I broke my Amazon pen. I have the tweezers. I don't know why I did that. I just love the tweezers. They're fun. I am working on Seasons Change. This is the amazing final image when it's done. It's by JoJo's Art. This week has been pretty good, from what I gotta say. Like, I give it a 5 out of 5. My kids were fantastic. They were up and ready for school without me having to badger them about it. They've got their routines down. There was no complaining at all for homework, which is always fantastic. Who likes homework? No one. Who likes fighting about homework? Not parents, not I, never I. So I definitely give this week 5 out of 5 stars. My daughter ended up staying home for school for a day, and we missed the puppy class training, like the one I do in public with other pups, which really sucked. I love going to those classes. He loves going to those classes. So when I go on Thursday, I'm going to see if I can make up that class, and I'm positive she'll say yes because she is fantastic. And I paid for the classes, and I know she's gonna be like, yes, let's do it. So it's gonna be kind of like a extra one-on-one class, all attention on us, instead of splitting it between other puppies and owners. And I'm excited for that. He has started this new thing. I'll pop a video up on the screen where he gets his tug. His tug's looking ratty and old and frayed. I need to get him a new one. But he grabs his tug and he bucks like a freaking bronco, like a little rodeo beast, spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning. So on the first video I took, I caught it too late, but he was just kind of standing and he starts tilting and like walking sideways because he was so dizzy. But he started spinning with his tug again, so I recorded the actual spinning. But when I put the video on the screen, I'll do him spinning and then him getting dizzy. But that's how the recording happened. It happened opposite. I just wanted to be open about that. It was so funny and so cute, and I don't know if it's healthy for him, or if I don't think I'll ever let him do it right after he eats because I don't want the puppy to throw up. But yeah, he's only 6 weeks old, and man, normally we have to be the one to entertain him, so it was really entertaining watching him just play, you know, completely by himself without the extra engagement we always give him, and playing tug with him or throwing it for him. It was so cute. I sent it to my husband while he was working, and he actually called me and he's like, that dog is the funniest little thing ever. And he's not little. He is probably about 60 pounds now, but still little. He's only 6 months old. He's our baby. And he was just laughing. When he got home from work, he's like, give him the tug to see if he could do it again. So we gave him the tug, and of course he went ripping through our dining room, just spinning his little heart's content out. And it's been entertaining. I do have to take the tug away now because he just shakes and shakes and shakes it, and I have bruises up and down my legs because that thing, those knots, you know how they're like in knots for the tugs, hit you so hard, and the bruises hurt. He gave me a whole ass dead leg. and it hurt so bad, like I couldn't walk. I just sat there and I was like, why is this happening to me? And he thought it was the funnest thing in the world. He's like, oh, mom's on the ground now. I get to roughhouse with her. So we wrestled and tussled on the ground for a little bit, which was a lot of fun and got me through the pain. And of course I forgave him for beating me up because, I mean, come on. It was exciting puppy moments. But yeah, and then our one-on-one training for like the personal one-on-one training for the pup this week is gonna be out in public. We are going to meet at a dog park. I have not been able to replace the dog shoes yet, but it's not quite too hot in the morning yet for it. My trainer had mentioned that there's these like adhesives you can put on the paws for dogs instead of trying to find shoes. I want to see if those, if those work better. But if not, I think I found a company on Amazon that I can get a pair from. A lot of the reviews had some German Shepherds in there. My only worry is that he's still growing, so I don't want to get ones that are like too big, but I also don't want to get ones he's going to grow out of in like a month. So I don't know. I'm going to work on that and think about it and talk to my husband about it, because sometimes you just got to talk it out. And he sees how fast he grows, and he could also measure his paws because they do have little measurement things to know what size to get, and maybe we can determine from there where to go. So he did pretty good with me putting the other shoes on him. He was kind of like, what the heck are you doing to me, Mom? Like giving me the side eye, like, I'm not sure about this. But he wasn't like pulling away or getting aggressive or snooty about it in any way. So I'm pretty confident we can get him to adjust, especially since he's still so young when we do get new ones. I might just get the adhesives and the other shoes, if I can find the adhesives, and the other shoes just in case, to see maybe which ones he's more comfortable with or what he reacts most to know what not to do. I don't know. I hate thinking of him as like a little science experiment, but at the same time, I gotta know. I gotta protect his little toesies. I live in the desert. It's not friendly here to paws. Ever. I mean, in the wintertime we can get away with regular walks, but summer, spring, fall even, nope. Nope, I'm not doing it. And I don't want to have to be stuck to just walking at night, which my husband said that's always an option. But he is a black dog. Like, he is very dark in color. Of course, he's got like the mitts, I call like the socks that are tan for his paws, but that's not enough. Even if I were to get a reflective whole vest harness for him and then reflective shoes, I don't know. I don't have sidewalks or stop signs or anything in my neighborhood, which also increases the risk of getting hit by a car, just injured in general. It also attracts a lot of wildlife because it is so crazy in our neighborhood with the no, we don't even have speed bumps, nothing. So I don't know how I feel about walking at night. Of course, my husband was like, well, we'll go with you, but still, that just increases of how many more people or beings or animals can get hurt. And then we have to bring the kids, and the asphalt and gravel and dirt have been baking all day, so you'd have to wait like a couple hours after it cools down for the ground to be cool enough still. It just sounds more of an inconvenience. I'd almost rather wake up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. 1, less people are awake, so it'd be a little safer that way. 2, get his walk and stuff ready, done, and out of the way. And maybe also during the summer, that's when I could record too, because hopefully the kids will still be sleeping and I can stay on a pretty consistent schedule with YouTube. I'm already expecting that to fall apart a little bit, and I've been batch recording so I can have some stuff scheduled out like to a couple weeks to maybe a month in advance, to where the only ones that I'd have to fill in would be whatever new is going on. My Rambly updates I like to have pretty consistent and new, not too far out. So with those exceptions of like unboxings, maybe reviews, and those things I can kind of batch film. So maybe the waking up at 5 in the morning to get those out of the way and a walk wouldn't be such a bad idea anyways. And my husband seems to agree, but he also said, well, if it's too early and still dark out, he might still want to go with me, and it'd be nice to have the kids up, so that kind of, I don't know, takes away from that. Or if he's home and still sleeping and the sun's starting to come up, it won't be dark outside necessarily, but it'll also be a lot cooler. I don't know. I have to figure it out. I guess I won't know until I get to that point. And I'm also, I don't know, I was excited a couple weeks ago about it finally starting to warm up and everything starting to bloom, but it is April. Like April, like in the 20, I don't know what the date is, whatever. It's close to the end of April, or not even the end of April. We still have a couple weeks left, I think. Whatever. I don't know when this is gonna go up. It's spring. Like we're already hitting over 90 degrees outside. 90. That is insane. I am not ready. I used to be such a summer girl. Like I loved summers. I loved the heat. Now that I am a more active human being in normal daylight hours, because before I would have 2-3 jobs, or even when I'm not working or wasn't working, like when I just had my babies, I would still be up all night. You know, they're babies. They didn't sleep at night. What baby sleeps at night? That's a rumor. But I would still be up all night, so I didn't have to worry about daytime summer, you know? And there's no school, so we can kind of just all stay like together. I know, not the best, but it's life. And now I'm so much more active during the day, and I'm hating it. I want winter back. I'm ready for winter. Even my grandma, she's always been a night owl. Like it was always like growing up, me and her would always be up late together. Even she's like, I'm not ready for summer. She's kind of been up more during the day with me than before, and she's not ready either. Like we were just talking about the weather. And we were also talking about diamond painting. Hi, Grandma. You watch all my videos. Love you. But yeah, and then I do have a couple videos I took of sunset. I was playing with the settings on my phone because the sunset was stunning. Like in Arizona, I think we have the best sunsets there is to see. It hands down. I mean, I've even been to Alaska and I still think our sunsets are prettier. Just in Texas, in Florida, in California, in New Mexico, our sunsets, hands down, still the best I've ever seen. So I was playing with the settings on my camera because I guess there's like a pro setting and then the normal whatever settings that you use for like Snapchat or just automatic settings. It took me a minute to figure out how to put it on pro mode, but I don't know. I'll put little videos up of both sunsets to see the colors. It collected, I couldn't get it to match. Obviously, I'm not a professional and I don't know how to get what was actually shown in real life onto camera. But I think I got pretty close. From the time, like I got the first video is a little bit more bright. It's more oranges and more reds. And I think it captured it pretty well. And then I fussed around with the settings for a long time. And by the time I was like, do you know what? I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I'm just going to record it in the auto pro mode, whatever that means. It was a lot darker and bluer. So I think that one captured it a little bit better. But by the time I figured out how to do it, a lot of time had gone by. So it's a lot more blue. But man, is it stunning. I love it. And I think everyone should witness a desert sunrise and sunset once in their life. Like, I do think there's things out here that people diss on because it does get 1,000,000 degrees, you know, and it's not very colorful in the desert. We don't have, you know, the foresty floral flowers or whatever. But, man, I just can't brag enough about our desert sunsets and sunrises. So I will give you just a little taste in a little video. Let's get into my archery update. I'm still not shooting every day. I did pretty good for the first few days of the week. And then our buck broke. What is it called? Our target broke. So my husband had to fix it so we could have something to shoot at and practice with. So I didn't do it every day, but I did get a majority of it. But it was so sad when that thing broke. Like, its leg broke off, and the head, and its ears, and the antlers. Like, it just all fell apart. It is all basically shot out. Like, we can only probably get a few more months out of it, especially since we do have 4 people shooting at it on a consistent basis. But I'm not ready to get a new one yet. They're expensive. There's other things I want to spend money on right now, like to get ready for summer. But I will post, I'll put up a little sad picture of it now. Like, you can tell where it was all broken, and my husband said he got it pretty well fixed. On top of what the picture is that I'm going to show you, but I'm not going out there to take a new picture. He said he fixed the antlers because it was just really sad looking in the ears, I think. But he did that because I was like, well, he looks so sad. I'm not shooting a doe. Like, I want to shoot a buck. So just out of that little joking comment, he fixed it some more. But yeah, I was pretty sad about that. But my form is still getting better. I feel pretty good. I'm getting confident, but I'm also getting like, I'm expecting the shot more, and I'm punching the trigger instead of just pulling the tension until it naturally like pops. Because I'm using a release that like connects to your wrist, and then when you're pulling the string back, the wrist is what's pulling the weight back, and my finger is what's on there, and it's supposed to naturally like pop. So I think we're gonna get me a different release, like a hinge release, so it's more of a surprise, because it is messing with my consistency, and I'm also dropping the bow really fast, and that's not good either. So I need to work on that. Also, my husband built a arrow cutting saw. I'll post a little video of that because I thought it was so interesting. Where we can cut our own arrows, because you have your own draw length. Like, you have to have your bow fitted to you. Like, not just anyone can shoot your bow. So that means you also need to have arrows fitted and cut to your draw length so that it'll fit your bow. And having 4 people practicing all the time, we break arrows and go through so many arrows, and you have to pay an extra fee or go down to whatever archery place you have near you to get your bows cut. And it can be a little annoying. And the closest place that we go to is like an hour drive from our house, like uber far. So it's not like, oh, I'll just pop in and get it done and pay for someone else to do it. So we are working on that. It's really cool. He went to town. He could have just left it as just raw wood and didn't have to make it so pretty, but he likes aesthetically pleasing things as well. So he painted it all black and showed me how it works and the process, and I love seeing the passion he has for this. He worked on it all weekend and worked so hard on this that I think I want to try to cut my own arrow. I want to try to make my own arrows. Like, he does it all. He makes the arrows from scratch, from cutting. Like, now we can cut it to our size. He does the little stickers on the end. He puts the fletchings on. He puts the tip in, the whole shebang. It's really cool. So I wanted to share that with you guys as like an archery update. Now, writing my book, I still haven't touched it. I'm still on a hiatus of writing. I talked to the other admins and moderators in it and just let them know tentatively I'm thinking August, because that's also hunting season, and I'm hoping to sit in a blind and hunt so that I can work on my book with no internet, no distractions. And I don't think I could diamond paint and hunt at the same time, so I'll need something to occupy my brain. And by then, I shouldn't be all worded out. Like, I've been reading again, which has been nice, but it's been a little bit of both physical and audio form. And I'm just nerding out on story structure right now. I'm on the second book of this series, the Harlequin Crew series now. I still love this whole series, and I love the authors. The authors are Caroline Peckham and Susan Valenti. It's the Harlequin series. It is a reverse harem and full of crime. Not for everybody. Really good for me. I love it. Oh, food. I never talk about food, and I love cooking. Okay. Me and my mom, I think I've talked about it a couple times or brought it up somewhere. I don't remember where in one of these videos, but me and my mom used to go to restaurants like twice a month, and then we would, mainly her, because I was still learning from her as a kid, would recreate those meals at home. And it was some of the funnest memories I have. And I think I want to start doing that with my kids. Like maybe once a month, taking the family out for dinner and then having them help me recreate that meal or one of their meals of their choosing. And they could also help me with dinner planning. Because I feel like I'm in a rut. I don't know what to make for dinner. I am not on a diet per se, but I'm trying not to eat as much processed foods and figure out exactly what is triggering my migraines and stuff. And for the last couple of months, I've been doing a lot of whole foods, and I feel like I'm cooking the same things over and over again recently. And yeah, I've been feeling better. My migraines are literally cut down in half. So I think that's because I have naturally lost a little bit of weight, but I have also just been feeling better. One, I'm out walking every day. Two, I'm eating whole, clean, healthy foods that just fuels my body. I've been drinking electrolytes, and just overall, I am tired of feeling like shit. Okay, this isn't about weight. This isn't about how I look. I love my body. I love who I am. I love, all of that. And I think everyone should experience feeling that. But I feel terrible a lot of the time, and my kids deserve me feeling good like this. I deserve to feel good like this. My husband deserves to have me feeling good and not being taken out for days at a time because of a migraine. Like, that sucks. So, and I started that around January. It is now April, and my headaches are in half. I don't even get the regular headaches that I would normally get too. So I'm thinking a lot of it is diet that we're triggering those migraines or reactions. I used to get like itchiness around my jaw, or what I would think was breakouts, or my hands would peel too. So I really think I had some allergies that I didn't know about. I don't have it pinpoint. I haven't done an allergy test. But yeah, I am feeling so much better. Even my husband just brought it up. He was like, you have so much more energy. You haven't been bedridden from a headache with a mask and ice pack on the back of my neck and, throwing up. Sorry for the TMI, but they make me throw up. I get blind spots. Like, it's terrible, and it's been fantastic. The only other time I didn't get migraines was when I was pregnant. So that has been a blessing. Like, I haven't really thought about it because who likes to think about pain and migraines all the time? So it was nice to see that my husband had noticed, and I hadn't really. I'm just chugging along and wanting new things to eat because I am tired of eating. I feel like the same thing all the time. Recently, I've been making a ham and cabbage soup. It doesn't sound very good, but oh my God, it tastes so good. I just throw it in the crock pot, and it's basically just ham, cabbage, broth, a little bit of bell pepper, onion, whatever seasonings. I'll put some Slap Your Mama in there because I like that Cajun seasoning, and then add a little bit of Red Devil to my bowl because obviously my kids don't want it spicy. That's a lie. My daughter could drink a whole jar of Red Devil. My son cannot. But It's been really good. I can only have it so much. Like, I get into these things where I cook the same things over and over again, and I need to not. But that is definitely one of my favorites. I never thought my whole family would like a cabbage soup. Like, it's so random, and most people don't even think about cabbage being good. It's amazing. Try it. Just look up like ham and cabbage soup. I think the one is like Instapot or whatever. I just put it in a crock pot. So good. I'm also a lazy cook. Like, I just want it to be thrown together before I hold on, let me go change my battery. What was I saying? I think I was talking about me being a lazy cook. Like, I just want it to be ready, and before I would really want to be Gordon Ramsay, like chef. Like, I can put together some damn good food. Like, I can cook anything. Try to, at least. And that comes from my mom, but baking is not my forte. I have messed up so many birthday cakes that my family has actually asked me to stop trying. That's really a confidence booster. But like I was saying, I am like a lazy cook. I've been really a big fan of one pot meals. Like, it's busy now. Like, my kids are older, they need way more attention. We want to do a lot more things as a family. We have other hobbies that we're partaking in. We have a tiny puppy, if you call 60 pounds tiny. But yeah, so life is busy. If there's nice one pot meals that you like cooking, let me know what to look up down below. One pot meals. Yeah, what your favorite vegetables are. My daughter's been into this thing where she wants to try new vegetables, because she was so surprised she liked that cabbage soup. What is happening? Why is that happening? Give me ideas. I feel like I'm struggling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 6, 7. Oh, I want to give a nail update. I still love Dashing Diva, and I was saying that a whole container or box or whatever, when you buy the Dashing Diva ones, the 32 pack or whatever, you can get me through 2 or 3 sets. I am so tired of this color. So tired of it. It is beautiful. I hated it at first, then I fell in love with it. Now I'm just bored. So what I'm thinking is, since I do wear them for 2 weeks at a time, maybe rotating the colors, like having 2 open at the same time. You know, do this color for 2 weeks and switch the other one for 2 weeks, then go back to the first one. And just kind of go back and forth like that. Because, yeah, I'm bored. Like, I want a little bit of variety. When I would paint my nails, I have a big collection of nail polishes that I don't seem to have time for right now, or want to take 2 hours to paint my nails because I'm super picky. I would change it every week, and I would have a new color or new designs or different glitters and stuff. So I'm finding myself just bored and getting sick of having the same for a month. I can't do it anymore. So I think I might do a different color every other or twice a month. I think that could get me pretty satiated with that. Is that the right term? Satiated. No, that's how you feel when you eat really good. I don't know what I was trying to say, but let's make words up together. I've been watching a lot of YouTube, and I think, give me your opinion down below. I've been watching a lot of, obviously, diamond painting and diamond art content. Maybe on the days that I watch a lot of it, because I don't do it every day. I would probably get burnt out on the subject if I was making content about it and watching it every day. But when I do, maybe I can do on the community tab on YouTube a little shout out of my favorite video of the day, or the one that made me feel good. You know, not like a rating system, because who wants to be rated like that, but like a, hey, this person had a good video that I watched and I really enjoyed this, and just like a little, you know, feel good post of promoting something that I enjoyed in my niche. I don't know. Would that be okay? Could I do that? I mean, I used my community post thing for the first time today. Let's see if I get any responses. I don't know. It's just an idea that's been bouncing around in my brain. I use that sometimes. Oh, I'm so excited. I literally only have this little section in this bottom row, and I will be done with my first diamond painting. I cannot believe how fast this has gone by. I love this hobby so much. I thought at first maybe I was jumping the gun, you know, being like, okay, I like this, I'm going to do YouTube about it. And I was like, oh no, what if I end up not liking it for, you know, a long time? Or what if that just sucks the joy out of it for me? And I was a little nervous about it, but the more I do it, and now that it's been a month of making content, and my first post was on April 1st. So we're not quite at a month of making content, but when I started this on March 20th, I was certainly thinking about making content about it as I was learning how to do this, squares. And the final push was me seeing other content creators making content about diamond painting, and I was like, I really want to do that. That just looks fun, and I want to contribute. So that's how this came along. But what do you think about me posting the community post of, I watched this creator today, or I watched this video today, and kind of, you know, encourage other people that like this niche to watch it? I think that would also bring more traction to our community and maybe get more people to try this amazing freaking hobby. I don't know. I was just thinking about it. So back to topics of my puppy. He is officially shedding. I was hoping I could have, you know, his first year of life not be shedding, but he is a German shedder, that's for sure. I have tile. My whole house is tile. I barely have like cover rugs in the bedroom, but other than that, it's tile. So I get like little tumbleweeds. And I was thinking of getting a vacuum. Can you even vacuum tile? Is that a thing? I've just swept and mopped. And my last dog was a Doberman, and he was very short-haired and very easy to maintain his fur. And this is just getting a little ridiculous. Like, I find little balls of fur in every corner of my house, and I don't like that. Even though I sweep every day to every other day, it's just, I can't. If it blows out from under the couch, or if it blows out from him walking by, I don't know. So I was thinking of like the shark vacuum, which is recommended in one of the German Shepherd groups that I'm in on Facebook. But then my husband was like, well, why don't we just get a mini shop vac? You know, because I always steal his shop vac whenever I need to vacuum like the couches or whatnot. Like, I go into his little workshop, because we have a shop that we run the business out of on our property, and steal his shop vac. And I will try to hoard that thing in this house as long as possible until he's finally like, Marissa, where is my vacuum? You know, so I didn't know that they had mini ones, because obviously his is like an industrial sized vacuum. They have mini ones, like they have little ones that I could use in my house. So do I just want to get that? I wonder if I can get away with vacuuming my dog. They do have dog vacuum brush things, but I think Charlie would hate that. But he would hate a shop vac even more, because supposedly those are louder. Well, they gotta be louder. Shop vacs are loud. Or I might just be overthinking. My friend just got a Dyson, and I was like, why don't I just bring my dog over there and vacuum him there? Like, you got a nice ass vacuum. I want to go over there and play with yours. That's also what got me thinking about getting a new vacuum. Or just like, I have a cheap old vacuum, like old vacuum. I'm pretty sure I've had since like my first apartment at 17 years old. But it's not gonna cut it. Like, I literally just use that to run it over my one little area rug, and it's at its dying last breath. It starts stuttering now. It's fun. I'm just like, please, one more time, please. We get through it, but sweeping and mopping has been my way. But yeah, I think that's all I have for you today. I'm all talked out. I think I want to do a calling all creators video. It was the first post that I put on saying I'm looking for other creators, but I don't have much traction on my channel yet, so I don't know if it's gonna actually reach anyone. So I don't know. I want a critique partner. I do. So I might record that and see if I gain the guts to post it. Yeah. It was nice talking with you guys. My week has been fantastic, and I'm excited to talk to you guys next week. Have a beautiful day. Bye. let's do an introduction. God, I can't talk today. Let's do an introduction today. Jesus. Wow, Marissa, get it together.